Okay, so we're going to try the youth mission for the Vegeta stage here, the final phase of the Goku story Red Zone. The mission is only to use 5 youth characters. So we're using the Tech Vegito team, Double Tech Vegito leads, with 5 youth characters. And yeah, we're just going to see how we get on. This is the first run of the event in general for me. So we'll see how we go. Vegeta doesn't start off seeming that tough, but then he builds up with each attack that he receives, so it's definitely going to get a lot tougher as we go. I want you guys to get built up as quickly as possible. I wonder if it's worth risking it, hoping that he doesn't super in slot 1. Because the more these guys get attacked, the quicker they'll get built up. Of course, he supered straight away. Alright. Wow. And of course, this is the turn where we have the physical Gotenks, so they don't have the damage reduction because it's not a full Kamehameha rotation. Good times. Okay, yeah. Because this guy has 1.2 billion HP. So it's like, lesser teams are going to seriously struggle. I mean, even for me, with like the anniversary units, all the good anniversary units are only 55% for me. The only ones I got dupes for were the Tournament of Power ones. So, yeah, he has a damage cap, so additional normals that don't crit are not going to do any damage. Apparently he always supers in slot 1. Okay. The damage cap thing isn't that bad though, because if a tech unit not critting still does damage to him with a super, that's not too bad. And then Gotenks, the physical unit. I mean, he's not exactly a hard-hitting character, I guess. He's only getting the 170 lead from Vegeta as well, to be fair, because he's a fusion character, not Potara. Actually, no, Gotenks is on Earthbred Fighters, right? So yeah, he gets the full leader skill from Vegeta. I'm guessing though, is his super a Ki Blast super? It's not. Okay, great. I was gonna say, so Gotenks isn't like invincible against it. Just need him to get his 777% defense proc. Which he did not. Good. Yeah, Vegeta gets 5% attack with each attack received up to 300%. So he's got to get hit like, what, 60 times in order to be fully built up. So it's going to take a while to get to that point. But yeah, bosses having this much HP is kind of crazy. I mean, when it comes to Daima Vegeta, I think it's a pretty easy skip. It's definitely not terrible, but yeah, I don't think it's that great. See, Vegeta can be defense lowered, but that doesn't really make a huge amount of difference. I mean, look at that. We've on turn, was this turn 3, and we've done 1 bar of HP. Oh, it's turn 2, okay. But still, 2 whole turns and we've done 1 bar. Which is obviously where the Vegetos will come in, like once we're set up. So they got 30% damage reduction in this turn. They should have 50% chance to dodge now as well, because they've been attacked multiple times. I don't know if it's worth... I mean, this Goku won't be good in slot 1 here, so we're kind of stuck. Just have to hope that they dodge it, basically. Yep, there we go. Good stuff. Additional normal. Oof. Alright, not bad, not bad. At max, it looks like Vegeta supers for 4.5 mil. Well, he gets a up to 300% buff, so it would be whatever his super is, 1.1. Yeah, so it'd be 4.4. So a lot of the units on this team can build up to the amount where they'd be able to tank that anyway. But yeah, a youth mission for a stage like this is kind of wild. Alright, go on. Okay, not bad, not bad. Really need Gotenks to get that 777% defense proc though, that would be really nice. Rather than him taking like 300k. There you go. That's what we like to see. Get that defense proc, take double digit damage. Youth better than GT Heroes. I mean, at least GT Heroes has the 7-year Super Saiyan 4s, I guess. No, Gotenks is a Carnival LR, so he's a Carnival Coin character. He probably won't be available until July, because the next time we get a solo Carnival LR will be part 2 of the Tanabata celebration. Let's get these crits. Let's go Tanks though. We needed like one really, really good like other youth character, so as to not have to run this Go Tanks. I mean, at least he's doing some damage. Up to 9 mil here. And he's still tanking the normals for double digits, so that's the important thing. The thing is, he's got so much HP, it's like, how early do we Vegeta fusion? I mean, I guess we just do it straight away, right? It's not the best turn for like orbs and stuff though. Do that. Nine damage. Let's go. Okay, each time we get hit, attack's going up. Yeah, it's just crazy like how much HP they've got. Alright, 5.5 counters after the super. Bro, this guy's HP pool is just ridiculous. 30 million for Goten and Trunks though, let's go. So funny that that's 30 million type advantage and it just does like the tiniest little bit of his HP bar. Yeah, keep going Vegeta. 22.8 for Gohan. I summoned one time, got Glorio. Nice. I mean, it's up to you. If you can spare the extra 100 stones and you want to go for the, like, finishing the cycle to get the featured unit. Yeah, getting Glorio is definitely a good pull. Now the thing is, if Gotenks doesn't get a 777% defense proc, then I could die. So it's tough to know, like, if we just go ahead and do the other Vegeta, like here. Or if we just active skill with Gotenks. Because yeah, Gotenks then is up to 1 million defense. But it's turn 5. So he still has the 55% damage reduction. But if he doesn't get the 777%, he probably would die. You've been in battle for 5 turns, so you don't have the extra damage reduction now either. Yeah, it's tricky. Got so much HP. Because how much defense are you gonna get? You don't have guard either, do you now? Well, maybe we'll do this. Do that. Do that. Gotenks got you. Gotenks don't got me. As long as everyone else tanks for double digits, it's fine, but... Well, that's the thing, he's still getting defense up every time he gets hit. What do his normals do? His normals only do 370k, so even when he's fully built up, his normals do like just over 1 million, so that's fine. Yeah, Gotenks did not get the buff. And very almost got us killed. And next rotation, we have the rotation where Vegeta... yeah, this is going to be bad. Oh, Vegeta's not tanking for double digits, so we're dead. I think. Yeah, because Vegeta 356k with 60% damage reduction and guard, he's dead. It's literally like these guys have to dodge, otherwise we die. Why do I have Ghost Usher as the item as well? That's really annoying. Yeah, no one on youth does enough damage, yeah. And they don't have the damage reduction either, so like, even if he hits them with a normal, I think they might take damage here. So they basically just have to dodge everything, otherwise we're dead. Nice. I mean, fair enough. Post super, they should be able to tank a normal. I mean, ideally they still dodge, because I'd rather take 0 damage, but... Nice, the triple super... Okay, okay. They're hanging in there. Nice, they dodged every single attack of the turn. Damn. That's crazy. Good stuff. Every single attack they dodged. Glorio hidden potential, probably crit and then dodge. Yeah, because next turn we'll fuse into the other Vegeta and get the full heal again. This is the anniversary done. This is the last lot of the anniversary content. There's more stuff on Tuesday and another event on Monday as well. No, I don't think it stacks. Does it stack? I thought they had a separate 30% chance and a 50% chance. I'm not actually sure. If it does stack, then yeah, 80%, which is obviously very good. Okay, his attack has stopped going up. I don't know when that happened, but yeah. So he is at full full damage output. Alright, so get our fusion. Active skill with you. Active skill with you. I feel like Gotenks is actually too much of a liability to be on rotation now, but... I mean, Gohan can't really go in slot 1 either, to be fair, so... Alright. At least this is the friend Vegeta who is Rainbow, because remember, my Vegeta is the one we used first, who was only 55%. So this Vegeta will be doing a lot more damage than my one did during his active skill turn. Yeah, the Vegeta heal coming in clutch. We're like 5% HP or something. Shame we didn't get the Dokkan attack this turn either, really. How far? We must be close. This is crazy. Yeah, we'll probably get the Dokkan attack next turn. Yeah, I was thinking we just needed to survive that turn in order to get the heal. Get the fusion. And then, yeah. 10 mil. There we go. That's a bit more like it. 63 million for Gohan. That's pretty good. This is why I wish my Gohan could do additionals. Because once you get to this phase where he's then hitting like super hard, but he just never does an additional. Is who any good? 12.6. Oh, we're going to get so close. Because Gotenks will guarantee crit. We did get 24 key. We did not. Okay, good. We got 23. Nice. Oh, bruh, he was 1 key off. I think that I might have... I don't know if there was a... I could have picked up orbs differently, but I definitely messed that up. Because, yeah, Gotenks with the 2 supers, if they were guaranteed crits, probably would have been enough damage for the 2 Vegeta counters to kill him. Oh, that's brutal. Alright, well, that means we've got to rely on the Goten and Trunks dodging again. And then, if they do, we win. Otherwise, we die. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Right here at the final hurdle. Nice. Nice, look at that. Goten and Trunks MVPs in this run. Let's go. First try for the youth mission. Right. Well, there you go. Yep, them boys in slot 1. Turn 9. I mean, I guess it wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. 9 turns. But yeah, that Rainbow Vegeta really putting out the damage. But yeah, if I'd actually got 24 key for Gotenks, then he probably would have killed him. Right. But yeah, there we go. Oof. Well, that was certainly interesting. So that was the first run on the stage, and we got the youth mission done. Definitely an interesting one. The youth team in and of itself is, I think, going to struggle, like if you're running a full youth team. So the Vegeta lead strategy, definitely the best way to go. We potentially could have waited like an extra turn to get the first Vegeta transformation off, but yeah, having the Rainbow one transform and do that much damage was definitely a big boost near the end. But there you go. So we beat the stage for the first time, and we beat the stage with the youth team. So we can go on to one of the other missions here next. Okay, so we're going to jump in and do the Giant Ape Power Team mission against the Vegeta stage now. Now, this one should be interesting. We've got the Super Saiyan 4s, obviously the 7-year LRs, who are going to be able to stack up to some insane degree. I probably will keep them stacking for a significant amount of time before transforming them. And the thing is, we've got a couple of heroes units. Like, straight away, I will say this mission, if you're attempting this mission, it's going to be a lot easier in like 2 days time when we get the GT Super Saiyans Easy A's. But the thing to think about when building the team for this mission is that once Vegeta gets fully built up, his normal attacks will do about 1 million damage. He basically always supers in slot 1. And then, yeah, his normal attacks will do about 1 million damage. So as long as everybody on the team is able to tank normal attacks that would do 1 million damage after they've supered, then they should be fine, right? So the weaker units on the team, like physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, they should all be able to tank after supering perfectly fine. And obviously we're going to have the Tech Giant 8 Vegeta and then the physical 7-year GT Super Saiyan 4s in slot 1 on both rotations, they should be able to tank incredibly well. Obviously on their first turn the Super Saiyan 4s are going to be much stronger defensively. The second turn they're going to have about 1 million defense and still have guard, so they shouldn't really take damage because he'll have been hit a few times by then to get a little bit of build up, but he's not going to be hitting like an absolute truck at that point, right? And then we've got both the Gokus on rotation, so we're getting our support from them. So all in all, it should be a pretty solid, pretty straightforward run here. Not the best key for Goku, but that's fine. Because yeah, everybody else can tank normals perfectly fine, right? So we should be all good. I think this will be a fairly straightforward run. It might just be quite long because of some of the other units on the team not being able to do much damage. But then obviously the Super Saiyan 4s, the more and more they stack, the more they'll be able to contribute to the damage, right? And then once we get Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta out, he'll be able to go crazy, get the super attack counter in slot 1, like all that good stuff, right? So I think this one shouldn't be too tough, depending on, as long as you, basically you just have to have the 7-year LRs, Grade 8 Vegeta. I guess to be fair, Goku is like a crucial part of the puzzle because it's, he actually has the Giant 8 power lead. Otherwise, I guess you could run, I guess, does Tech Vegeta has the Giant 8 power lead, doesn't he? And then you're going to run a friend Goku. Obviously having the double Goku does make it significantly better, not just for the higher leader skill, but for having a Super Saiyan 4 Goku on both rotations for the extra defensive support and damage reduction. So I think we should be all good, because we can get the Gokus out before this guy's obviously fully built up. The Great 8 will obviously do a free bit of damage while cancelling out a super on that turn. Not that it matters too much, because like we always know where it is. So we are always kind of prepared for it here anyway. But either way, this should work out quite nicely. Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, as well as the Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, and then the Limit Breakers should be getting their Easy A's this year. So that's going to be some very interesting additions to this team. Gohan could make like a really good, I don't know if he'd ever be, I don't know if they would snap with his Easy A enough that he could be like a really good slot 1 unit, but he probably is going to be a unit that could very easily just be on the team as a floater and still do like relatively well, right? So Limit Breaker Vegeta being on turn 3 to start with is pretty good because he keeps his damage reduction for the longest time possible. But even with the base damage reduction he has after it runs out, again, like he should be able to tank million damage normals after supering, so he should be perfectly fine. It's only going to be as we get into the later turns and he's fully built up that we have to worry about anyone taking any damage. Of course, the damage cap thing, a little bit annoying for Tech unit here. Not getting a crit means we're not going to do any damage, but either way, Goku and Limit Breaker Vegeta should do some decent damage. But yeah, once we get both the Gokus out, and then they're doing their super attacks and giving 44% buff to the next rotation, and then like they're both doing it, that's obviously going to be a nice little bit of extra damage and defense for our slot 1 units. So I think the team is poised to be quite good. Like I did a video using this exact same team build for the Giant 8 power team, and in tough events, obviously the weaker units that we already mentioned on the team would be a liability if they were going to get caught later on with a super. But as we've already said, the thing that makes it a little bit easier for this event is the fact that he always supers in slot 1. So we don't need to worry about that, right? Because we've got guard, we've got 1.5 million, so I don't think he's able to do damage to them still, even here. Unfortunately though, the orb's terrible, so we're not going to be able to get a lot of orbs for them to get their additionals, which is really annoying, because obviously we do want them to super as much as possible each turn, but it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, we should still take double digits from this, right? At this point. Yeah. Because he only supers for, I think it's like, was it, before he gets the buff, it's like 1.1. And then, yeah, he obviously builds all the way up to getting 300% extra. We'll get the stats back up here. Goku family. Goku story. I always say Goku family for these red zones. Yeah, it's 1.1 million, so even when he's got hit like 10 times and got a 50% buff, it's still only 1.5, and they had 1.5 million defense start of turn and guard. So yeah, they're obviously going to be fine here. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, 33 million. It's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, this guy has so much HP. But yeah, everyone having Saiyan Raw as well. That nice little bit of extra defense works out really nicely. Vegeta floating, of course, gives a little bit of support to Giant 8 power as well. So, all in all, it works quite nicely. I was going to say, we'll be doing the transformation with the Goku here as soon as it is available, because obviously he now will start giving that extra support, both for the rotation and for the following turn. Not great key, so obviously not great with the super attacks, but we don't really care too much about the damage. It's all about that extra support. The Tech Giant 8 Vegeta having the extra 10% damage reduction in slot 1 from this Goku just makes him even more like crazy good at tanking. So yeah, we should be pretty solid. It's just the fact that this is going to take a long time because he has so much HP. I suppose it just depends when we decide to pull the trigger on like fusing with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because of course he's going to start being able to do some wild damage, countering the super in slot 1 as well as firing off all of his attacks. Like, the longer we keep him stacking, obviously the more powerful he's going to be when we fuse. But I'm not gonna. I don't want this like section for this mission to be like, you know, 30 plus minutes. But you never know with the overall damage output of the team. I mean, we're already 8 minutes in and we've done what, 1.5 bars was it? For Goku. I don't dislike that cutscene, don't get me wrong, or that animation, but like, it'd be nice if you could skip it. So let's do this. Do this. Actually, doesn't Vegeta change orbs as well? Yeah, he changes the entire key, so you can't even like set up orbs ready for the next turn to make sure that you can get like a decent amount of orbs for the Super Saiyan 4s, which is kind of awkward. But yeah, Vegeta tanking everything here. Obviously, though, he needs to crit to really do damage. Well, he did a little bit, I guess. That's not bad, I guess. We'll take it. Tank everything. Goku gets guaranteed crits for 4 turns. We'll be able to transform the other Goku here. So yeah, we kind of build up slowly, but much like the youth mission, right, when we get the Vegeta fusions out and then we really start to see the damage. Like, we're slowly but surely chipping away at him, but the real damage is going to come once we get the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta out. That'll be the big thing. So, but yeah, as long as everybody else continues to tank the normals, it's all good. Even if Gohan didn't tank for double-digit damage here, there is only the one attack. But he gets defense on super and has 50% damage reduction, so he's relatively capable. We'll save the Limit Breaker Vegeta active skill for a potential future turn where he's going to take some damage. Okay. Couple of supers for the Great Ape. That's the thing, we don't need to worry. I mean, we don't really need to worry about the Super Saiyan 4s in slot 1 anyway. But with the super cancelled out, it just makes it even easier to have them sit there and get stacks. Two bars down. Let's go. 10 minutes in. 2 bars down. Wow, the Giant Ape additional normals, even with crits, do 0 damage. That's crazy. I mean, I know the Golden Ape always crits, but still. Normal attack with crit means is no damage for this guy with his damage cap. It's crazy though, this guy has so much HP, like to see how little the bar goes down when we're doing like a 15 million attack stat with a crit, and it goes down by like the tiniest amount. Wild. But hey, look, it's this animation again. Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So now we've got a good spicy rotation set up. And we can actually get some key for you guys. So they're at the Goku support 2.3 million defense already. Save for Vegeta active for when we need it. $23.4. I wonder, like, the thing is, how much should we stack them before we transform? Because, yeah, like, the damage is going to come slowly but surely. The Gogeta super attack counters will be helpful. Once he's below 50% HP, we'll be able to use the Gogeta active skill, which, I mean, if we keep building them up here in base, we'll do the full, like, 999 million damage. I mean, it'll do more than that, potentially, but that's as much as it can show, like, on the screen. Because that's the thing, if GT, like, if the GT Super Saiyan 4 options that we had in the game were more viable, like having double Super Saiyan 4s would be obviously very, very good. But that's 41 million for the friend Goku. That's pretty good. Additional into 27. I mean, that's, of course, everyone remember on this rotation is getting the 44% buff from the Goku on the previous rotation. And now this Vegeta in slot 3 has the 88% because he's got this Goku's buff as well. Alright, so we're getting the crits, but the damage. Oh, he's got so much health. Okay, so not even super far off the Dokkan attack at this point. Obviously, ideally, we want to try and get the Dokkan attack with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So try and time that so that that's how it plays out. But nice, we get the crit and dodge. I mean, we tank the super for double-digit damage anyway, but it's always funny when we tank a super really well and then just dodge a normal afterwards. We're making a little bit more forward momentum now as the characters are starting to hit a little bit harder. Oh, we've almost done 4 bars now. 15 minutes in. Let's go. Just keep going a little bit more. Because, yeah, these guys being at 3 million already with, like, type advantage, they're just not taking damage, even when he's fully built up, which I don't think he is yet, is he? Let's see. 25 mil. I think maybe we just transform them next turn, because otherwise who knows how long this is going to take. You know, he's still getting the attack up icon is still appearing, so, because he has to be hit, like, is it 60 times or something to get fully built up. We got our 4 bars. Okay. Yeah, the Rainbow Friend AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Definitely looking very strong in this run. $40-odd million with a guaranteed crit. So yeah, hopefully Gohan is okay here. Yeah, see, he's still taking double-digit damage. That's the thing. This is exactly what I said at the beginning, right? As long as everyone who's not in slot 1 on your team can tank million damage normals, then you don't have to worry too much. How many turns have you had now? 7. So let's go ahead and use it. Why not? A little bit of damage, a little bit of extra damage reduction. Why not? Nobody else really needs key, so save some of these. I haven't really been paying attention, like with Vegeta's orb changing, he changes all the orbs like randomly, right? So it's not like every STR orb becomes the same, like different colour. Because I guess that wouldn't be as much of a hindrance, really, would it? If it was just that. Ooh, Great 8 Vegeta starting to take a little bit of damage, even with a Goku on the rotation. I mean, that's my Goku, 55%, he's still doing 34 mil. I do like his 12 key super animation as well, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I love the start where he just like throws them out of the building. So good. And then yeah, Vegeta gets guaranteed crits because it's the active skill turn. Right, so we're about halfway. So we've used the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. We'll save his active skill because then the turn after his first appearance he'll have got the massively raised buff, so he'll do more damage with it. Got the support on this turn as well. Because of the way his Rainbow Orbs thing works as well, he's got over 100% damage reduction on this turn now. There we go. I can't believe they gave this guy, with as powerful as he is, especially with all the stacks and everything, I cannot believe they gave him a 70% chance to counter. Like, what an absolute beast. He's at what? 53.8 here. With the Dokkan attack. Additional, good lord. He's so good. Right. Clone Kamehameha. Can we get another one? Yeah, we can. 44. Yeah, so next turn I think is probably GG, right, when this guy has his massively raised buff and then attacks again. Because I don't think we're going to kill him on the next turn, just because Giant 8 Vegeta doesn't really do a lot of damage. Super Saiyan 4 Gohan's on the next turn and he doesn't do damage at all because he can't hit the damage cap. So, be interesting to see what they do with his EZA, whether they do give him the ability to do a little bit more damage. But I mean, ideally he just needs to be a solid defensive unit so he can be on this team as like a staple. The Super Saiyan 4 Bardock one will be interesting because his only real defensive ability is the fact that he has dodge, but it was only like 30% pre-EZA, so he's a unit that definitely needs a strong EZA to be relevant for the current content. And then of course the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s have potential for sure, but it'll be interesting to see how those pan out. Do this. And there's not a lot of ki on the turn, but fortunately most of the units don't need that much ki anyway. And how much Vegeta will take here now, considering he's taken some damage. 81k. That's it though. Considering, actually, is this guy, is he fully built up now? We're on turn 11, so this has officially taken longer than the youth mission, but obviously Vegeta cut the time of that down quite significantly. But you know, he is fully built up now. Okay. Because yeah, fortunately with the HP we have, unless the end of the turn is stacked with attacks, even if Gohan was taking like 100k, we would still be fine. But yeah, I think that's going to be GG, because I mean, even the super attack counter at the beginning of the next turn from Gogeta is going to do insane damage. Yeah, it still takes double digits all the way through, so... Because yeah, this guy has what, 370, so that'd be 900. Yeah, so he does 1.17 million. There we go. 999 counter. Active skill. And then he kills himself by super attacking me. Or somehow, like, we fail the 70% chance. Gogeta tanks for double digit damage anyway, and then we just kill him with our super attack. So, which part of me would want to see, because I kind of want to see his attack stat, but 32 million attack stat count. Jeez, okay. Look at that damage. That's 83 million damage crit counter. It's pretty good. So there you go. That was the Giant Ape Power run. Before the GT Super Saiyan EZAs. They will make it significantly easier, because if we would obviously replace, like, I would probably replace Limit Breaker Vegeta. Might as well keep physical Vegeta, because he could tank all the way through and was providing support. So I'd replace Limit Breaker Vegeta and Gohan with the GT Super Saiyans, and then at least, you know, they would actually be doing damage, whereas Gohan basically did 0 damage all the way through. But yeah, there you go. That is the Giant Ape Power mission done. We've got one more mission to go, so we will jump into that one next. Okay, so we're jumping in for the final mission against the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta here for the Goku story Red Zones. We are doing the Other World Warriors mission. So this one is going to be interesting, because we don't really have, like, crazy slot 1 tanks on this team. So unless we're going to rely on, like, the AGL Goku part of the Gogeta card to tank in slot 1, I'm not really sure how well this will go, but we'll see. We can stack up attack with the Tech Gogeta for a while as well. So I think all in all we should be decent. It's like I said in the Giant 8 Power run, right? As long as we've got units on the team that are tanking normals well enough after supering, we should be fine. But it is going to come down to the slot 1s, I think, a little bit. We've got Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, who for the first couple of turns will be able to tank relatively well in slot 1. But obviously once Vegeta's, like, fully built up, then, like, Angel Goku would not be good enough to tank in slot 1. He would still be good enough post super to tank these normals in slot 2 or 3, but he's not going to be a slot 1 unit anymore at that point, right? So either way, we'll see how we get on. Obviously, very much like the first run with the youth team, it's going to be a case of slogging away, building up these guys, and then once we get the fusions out, then things are obviously going to go crazy, right? Especially the one rotation where we have Vegeta and Gogeta at the same time, get the double active skill turn. We'll be able to do a pretty ridiculous amount of damage in that turn. The physical Angel Vegeta seemed like a good pick for the team, because obviously got type advantage. We've got a bunch of units on the team whose name includes Goku. Not really any Majin Buu Gokus outside of the Tech Vegeta, of course, for him to get his full passive. But as I said, we only really need him to be a unit that's going to be able to tank the normals, like in slot 2 or 3, which he will be perfectly capable of doing, right? So these guys at the start as they start to get built up and not going to do damage unless they crit. But you know, it is what it is. Kind of annoying considering it means like they're doing 0 damage to him, but at the same time also buffing his attack power. But obviously at some point we'll be able to get them fused into Tech Gogeta and do some good damage. So either way, we're in a good spot here. Guess we have to grab those for you. I'm gonna make sure I get Rainbow Orbs for Gogeta, but because also remember, against a super type enemy, Gogeta only has a chance to guard, but post supering again, like his defense is more than good enough to tank normals from this Vegeta, so he should be fine. Angel Goku did a little bit of damage, but yeah, I think it's funny because like youth obviously is not great unless you have like the top tier picks, like the team that we ran, and you can use like the Vegeta strat. It's funny that they did that considering that the Giant 8 Power and Other World Warriors missions are both 6 units, so it has to be the whole team. So I feel like they kind of took that into account, right? But because of that, having to have 6 Other World Warriors characters, this probably is like, I said the weakest team overall. I mean, we've got the Gogetas on here. It's the fact you have to throw some of these other random characters on here. But I think for both youth, well, Giant 8 Power too, I guess, for all 3 of these missions, they could be quite tough if you're missing like 1 or 2 of the best units on that setup. Then could be in for a little bit of struggle. But obviously these ones where we can use the 10th anniversary Dokkan Fests, they're going to be able to provide a heck of a lot, especially once they're transformed and we start getting off these active skills and stuff. So we should be all good. Right, so this is Goku's first turn. Can he tank a Super in slot 1 on his first turn? I mean, we want to keep the Gogetas around, I guess, for now. Because this guy, we kind of want to use the combo of, like, the fact that he gets more damage for the first, like, few turns. For the 5 turns, we kind of want to make sure. I guess we honestly might as well do this now, while we actually have the Majin Buu Saga Goku on rotation with him. Do this just to get, like, a big chunk of damage off nice and early, and then do this. Oof, yeah, see, that's not ideal. Damn, it's a good thing that this team has a lot of HP, isn't it? Yeah, maybe Goku slot 1 was the choice with the damage reduction. I don't know. It's a shame, like, I mean, we said the same thing for Gotenks and, like, the youth run. It's a shame this guy doesn't have a Ki Blast Super. Because obviously that would massively increase the value of the tech, the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku here as well. But for turn 2, or at least, of the Super Saiyan 3 Goku's appearance, I don't think this guy's been hit enough for it to matter too much. We should still be able to tank in slot 1. Vegeta are able to do some pretty decent damage. But yeah, we're kind of going to have to rely on like the Gogeta exchange like Goku to actually just dodge in slot 1, I think. The additional normal for 0 damage, you hate to see it. Okay. Obviously we'll make sure we don't accidentally use the Veku active skill here. There we go. Nice. That's what we like to see. Get those dodges in there. 17.2 is not too bad. Okay, so this is basically now how we progress for the next few turns. Just keep building up here. Obviously, by getting the 18 key supers with this Goku, we are building up defense as well. Those unrelenting kicks. I think this has such a weird 12 key super for this guy. The animation. I don't necessarily think it's bad, I just think it's very weird. And then yeah, AGL Super Saiyan 3 by being in slot 2 gets the extra attacks, the extra attack power. Not a lot of attack power though. He's not got a lot of his like best attack links active here, but if he crits, he at least does a bit of damage. And then yeah, post supering with the bit of defense, even when his damage reduction that wears out, once that runs out, he's still got a little bit, and he gets the defense on super and everything. Like he'll be fine tanking the normals after attacking. That's the only thing that I think makes this stage so much more manageable. I think I mentioned it in one of the previous parts anyway, but the thing that makes this stage so much more manageable is just knowing that he super attacks in slot 1. Because like Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku would be really dangerous to bring on the team if we then get like, you know, 8 turns in and then he takes a super in slot 2 or 3, then chances are he probably dies at that point with Vegeta being built up. But for now, we know that we can be fine. I don't want to keep using up all of these rainbow orbs that I would like to give to Gogeta, but yeah, Goku having 80% chance to dodge in slot 1 comes in pretty handy. But I mean, you saw there we took 7,000 damage from the normal, so if he doesn't dodge the super, then we would get taken out. So I wonder how early we should fuse like one of the Gogetas maybe to get a full heal and get the, we don't need the scour, but get the full heal. Because obviously we can't fuse Tech Gogeta when we're on low HP. I'm already on turn 5. Could transform him and save the active skill, I guess. But I guess the other problem is who goes slot 1 on the turn when we do transform him. Get those Soul Punishers in here. I mean, we're doing alright. The damage is starting to come out now, so crit for 0. You love to see it. It's always so weird seeing crit for 0. Right. What's Goku up to? He's up to like 1 million defense, but it's still a case of like not dodging the normal would mean death. So I'm not dodging the super, I should say. But he dodged the super, so it's all good. Get those extra stacks in. I mean, the more... Well, the thing is, Vegeta builds up so much each turn because of the number of attacks we do. It's not like Goku can ever really catch up to the point of, like, stacking defense on those 18 key supers to the point where if he doesn't dodge a super in slot 1, he would be fine. Because obviously, his start of turn defense is going to keep getting higher and higher, but we're not going to get much higher than, like, a certain amount over 1 million. If Vegeta starts hitting for, like... I mean, at this point, I don't know how many times we've hit him, but he's definitely hit him for, like, well over 2 million at this point, right? So, We definitely don't want to be taking hits. Taking the super in slot 1. Zero damage, let's go. Damn, really? 57k. Oof. Take Vegeta turn 1. I thought you were better than this. Because yeah, Goku should be fine. Because even with 30% damage reduction, this guy fully built up would be doing like 700k normals. So no, actually, because Goku's defense gets like pretty high, especially on like a 4 super turn. But yeah, I think we might have to use a fusion soon just to get a heal. Otherwise, we're going to start running into some liabilities. But yeah, the problem here is if we fuse with you, then who goes in slot 1? I mean, I guess we do have the item, which we could use if we wanted to. See, Gogeta has 754k. And then 60% damage reduction and guard. So what if Vegeta, if he was fully built up at this point, would be doing 4 million. So minus 60%. 1.6. And then we have guard and like 700k defense. We also get extra damage reduction for each rainbow key sphere. So Gogeta should be fine in slot 1. Yeah, with 5 rainbow orbs. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll save the active for now. And then just do this. Because yeah, with 5 rainbow orbs, he has 85% damage reduction in slot 1. And guard. Yeah, so he takes double-digit damage. I'm going to use the active skill next turn. That's the thing, I felt like I really needed to use it for the heal, but it is quite early in terms of like how much HP he's still got left. It's like on this next turn, I don't really want to do the Vegeta and Gogeta like combo straight away. Like while we potentially have another turn, we can kind of stall it out for. Not that we're getting much out of stalling because we're obviously not doing like crazy damage, not building up enough. I wonder if, because Vegeta was taking like 50k, take Vegeta last turn. This turn he's obviously going to have an extra stack of defense, but Vegeta, the enemy Vegeta, has obviously been building up his attack more as well, so I don't know if maybe we just have to go for it. Also, it is only my Vegetos is only 55%, whereas like the youth one, we had the Rainbow Friend Vegeto, who obviously was able to go absolutely crazy. And of course, on this rotation, once we fuse, we don't have a Goku ally for Vegeta anymore, technically. I mean, he's still doing alright for himself, though, to be fair. Okay, so what are you up to now? You're at 1,000,000 defense. Maybe I do this and just keep Vegeta back for a turn. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of rainbow orbs for Gogeta. Is it worth doing it this turn? Next turn we should be able to do quite a lot of damage as well, but... I don't think it is worth it. The friend one is... Okay, yeah, the friend one should be perfectly fine. No rainbow orbs for Gogeta though, that's annoying. Yeah, 3 rainbow orbs still gives him 75% damage reduction. And then guard on top of a 1.5 million defense. That's the thing, like, you sometimes underestimate just how good like AGL Gogeta can actually be in slot 1. As long as you're getting those rainbow orbs. Like, if you can get the 5, him having 85% damage reduction with that kind of defense that he has is pretty ridiculous. Okay, this is lining up pretty well, I will say. Obviously this Vegeta, not going to do damage if he doesn't crit, but... Good times. Okay, at least he's taking double digits now. Okay, I think this should work quite nicely. Is he fully built up yet? Yes, he is. Okay. Vegeta's been very consistent with the guard as well, considering he only gets guaranteed guard against extreme class enemies. Okay, so... Go ahead and active skill with you. Four rainbow orbs. I would have thought we'd have had the Goku active skill. Can't remember what the condition is, but... Nice, he just dodged the super, okay. Fair enough. Right, so the Gogeta attack stat's pretty good here. Knocking him down below halfway now. But yeah, with the extra defensive buff from the Gogeta active skill and then the supers that he gets off during the turn, Angel Goku should still be perfectly fine at the end. Tech Gogeta with the buff, 50 million, okay. And the Gogeta active skill buff is pretty damn good. $33 on the additionals, let's go. Alright, pretty good turn from Tech Gogeta here. Over 110 million attacks that worth of attacks. Effective against all types, and they all crit, so very good damage from him. And I think this may be, like, we may get to just kill him on the next turn with the Vegeta-Gogeta combo, like active skills. Because even though it is only my 55% Vegeta, he's going to be getting buffed by the Gogeta active skill, which, as we know, is a very significant increase in the amount of damage output. Yeah, see, and then physical Angel Vegeta on this turn, getting the buff is going to be pretty good as well. Okay, so do this, even though there's no Goku ally, obviously, but... So we do the Gogeta active skill. We need the Vegeta active skill. And then we put Vegeta in slot 1. Okay, it's got 4.8 million defense on this turn. You think that's good enough? All right. This should be a nasty turn in terms of overall damage output. All the Vegeta counters, Gogeta with his supers, Angel Vegeta at the end, despite not having a Goku ally on the rotation, should still do relatively well. It's the fact that each hit puts up Vegeta's attack that makes him so crazy. Like, if all of his counters just did the same damage throughout the turn, he could still do a ton of extra damage, but, like, compared to other units, of course, but, like, yeah. By the time you get to the end of the turn and the counters are hitting, like, over twice as hard, it's just, like, the equivalent of so many counters if the attack didn't go up. So these couple that are coming in here in slot 1 should probably be enough. Yeah, to drop him down to the next bar. Then Gogeta attacks. He's at 40 million because of Rainbow Friend. I mean, it's kind of fun in an event with a boss having this much HP. It's annoying and kind of scary in the sense that you don't want to get to this point and then die. But because he always supers in slot 1, that chance isn't as high. But it is kind of fun being able to see these guys like go crazy, like go all out, hitting all these big numbers, and you're not just killing the boss in like 1 or 2 turns. Because yeah, Gogeta just absolutely 40 odd million here, multiple supers. Guaranteed crits. Yeah, the hidden potential additional as well, so it's up to 46. That's what's so crazy about these guys as well, the fact they only have the Ultra Super, so all their additionals are the Ultra Super as well. Final HP bar. Right, so how much are you doing? 49 million on a turn where there's no Goku. That's pretty good. So yeah, either Vegeta kills him with the additional supers here, or Vegeta kills him with the counters, I think, right? How many attacks are there at the end? It's only 3. Also, him dodging isn't great because he doesn't get the attack up, but I think this one does it, right? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that is the Other World Warriors mission beaten. Now the thing is, we're using Vegeta and Gogeta, but with those two being, I would say, the top priority, like the 2 anniversary characters, with how crazy it is, like everybody got a free character with the Purunga Wish, and the anniversary gave out enough stones overall for everyone to have been able to hit the pity. I think even if you went into the anniversary, I mean, if you went into the anniversary with 0 stones, then maybe you wouldn't be able to hit it, but Obviously, ideally, people were saving at least something for the anniversary. So realistically, every player should be able to have a 55% Gogeta and a 55% Vegito if you used your wish to get one of them and the pity coins to get the other one. And then obviously that, you know, if you did pull them as well, then potentially you have the other LRs or you have dupes. So like, it's one of those things where I used to make these videos and it's like how to beat this mission. And I'd be like, do I really want to use the brand new character on that team? Because maybe not everybody has him, but at this point, it's like everybody should have Gogeta and Vegito, ideally. Like I say, unless you went into the anniversary with 0 stones. Because I think the last tally that I saw, the anniversary gave out something like 1,400 stones or something like that. So, pretty good. But yeah, that's all the missions beaten for the Goku Story Red Zone new Stage 10 versus Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. That gives us all of our tickets and medals to now have this fully upgraded. So it's Bond of Master and Disciple allies 1 key and 20% permanent buff, which is ridiculous. And then 7 turns from the start of battle, Earthbred fighters get an extra key, which that's kind of neither here nor there. I guess it's useful for characters that do build up key in their passive and stuff, but yeah, that's a very, very good support memory. So there we go. That's all the missions done. Let me know how you guys got on. What did you think of the Goku Story boss with the Vegeta? I haven't even tried the Vegeta Story Goku one yet, so we'll be jumping in to do the missions for that one for the next video. So let me know how you guys got on in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.